Hi guys, just wanted to give you guys a quick update on my diet. This has been my first week of being low glycemic, sticking to non-processed foods and also staying vegan. So far I made it. I didn't lapse really. The rule I'm sticking to is that as long as most of my meals are low glycemic and fit the rules, I can have like one thing, like maybe a piece of bread or a few chips or something that's not really in the diet in a day, and then one meal a week that does not qualify. So like usually when I cook for me and my husband, I'll make pasta, and that's not low glycemic. But I allow myself to make one meal a week that we can share that's comfort food and low glycemic or high glycemic. But I went through that whole thing. If you saw my earlier vlog where I got in the almond butter from Whole Foods, I went through pretty much that whole thing this week. But I don't feel bad about it. I haven't gained any weight. I don't know that I've really lost any weight because I've also gone off of some medications that probably cause me to gain weight. So technically I've lost weight, but I think it's due to the medications that I'm no longer taking. So I'm not really sure it's due to the diet. The steel-cut oats were interesting. They worked. I cooked them a few times, and you know, it took a little longer than regular oatmeal. I also soaked them in the fridge in almond milk, and that turned out really good. So I think that's going to be my solution for breakfast. I just need to maybe move to the actual steel-cut oats and not the Irish steel-cut oats that are semi-steel-cut oats, because they're more expensive, and I think if I get the real steel-cut oats, that'll be better. Hopefully they will do the same thing in the fridge overnight. Basically what I did is I would take like a cup of almond milk and put like a half cup of steel-cut oats in there, and then just leave it overnight. And then I would add maybe a little bit of coconut sugar and some raisins or some almond butter and a banana, something like that, to just give it a little more flavor. And either eat it cold or heat it up a little bit in the microwave. Another thing I've done is I've started eating kind of stir fries a lot. Like I'll roast a sweet potato and I'll saute up some onions and maybe some garlic, and I'll put some rice and some beans in there, and then I'll put in the sweet potato, and then right at the end when everything's kind of heated, I'll add a bunch of greens, just salad greens, like either spinach or the mixed greens, spring greens that you buy in the bag, just a bunch of those, and a little bit of Bragg's amino acid and maybe some spices, and just kind of let the greens steam a little bit, and you can even take it off the burner and just let the food kind of warm up the greens, and they get kind of cooked in a good way, not overcooked. They get lightly cooked, which is where they taste good. So I've been eating a lot of that, and that's really easy. I can make a big batch. I can do it for dinner. I can save half for lunch the next day, which has made it, you know, manageable. And I've been cooking brown rice in my rice cooker maybe once every couple of days. Trying to think if I've made anything else. And I've stuck to canned beans. I haven't tried actually cooking dried beans yet. So stayed pretty safe. But I think it was a good first week. We went to Harris Teeter today because we don't need to go to Whole Foods. That's like a once a month thing if we can manage it. So the main things that I got at Harris Teeter to help me, I did get some more steel-cut oats. These are Harris Teeter brand, and they were only $3. So same size as the other ones I got, but less than half the cost. And they were on sale too. So this is going to be my saving grace if I can get this to work. So I'll be trying that in the fridge. And probably keep my Irish ones, since they only cook in, I think, 5 minutes versus an hour, which is what these would be. I will keep those as my backup in case I forget to put them in the fridge, which is going to happen. I also splurged and I got waffles. I got Vans whole wheat waffles because I had a coupon and they were like less than $1 with the coupon, and that's a really good deal, and I like them. So they're going to be my splurge breakfast food if I forget to do the oatmeal or something, because they had a lot of, they're processed, but they had like barley and oats and millet and amaranth, all this really good stuff in there. So I figured it's kind of healthy. Then I got falafels. We've gotten these before. They're good. You just stick them in the microwave for like less than a minute and they're ready to go. I don't know how low glycemic they are. They're kind of processed, but the ingredients seemed okay except for some breadcrumbs and a few chemicals. So that's just to give me another protein, besides beans. I used, I think I had tempeh last week, so this week it's falafel, so hopefully it's not too bad. And then almond butter is expensive no matter where you go. Harris Teeter did have some canned, jarred almond butter. I don't know if it's better to have it freshly done or jarred in a jar that's been sealed for who knows how long. The ingredients just said almonds, so I'm assuming there's no chemicals in there, or they'd have to list them. They were still expensive. They were like $8, $7 for a 16-ounce jar of almond butter. So what I did is I picked up peanut butter. This was the cheapest one they had. Smucker's Natural Peanut Butter is $4.19. You can kind of see the oil on top there. Hopefully that won't make too much of a mess. But the ingredients are peanuts. That's all that's in there. And they had a lot of different brands. I think even Harris Teeter has their own brand. So I'm thinking peanuts, almonds, not too different, as long as that's all that's in there and they don't have a lot of added sugar, or they don't have any added sugar or chemicals or anything. That should be okay. So this is what I'm going to eat this week. I bought a bunch of apples, carrots, and stuff to eat with it. So I'll let you know how that goes. So that is pretty much everything. But I will vlog again next week. See you later.